Alright, today behind me I've got my mom's Toyota truck. It's a 87 four-wheel drive extended cab. It had a 22R in it, and now she had a guy put a 20R in it because her 22R went bad, and this is what they had. So it's a good running 20R, but the carburetor that was on it, it was flooding and not running real good. And she had the carburetor that came off of the 22R here, and we're gonna try and get it on this 20R. And another thing, let me get it out here, I'll show you. Well, if you can see here how this has got a circle. I don't know if I bring it around. So that one's got a circle style breather, and this one's more, squared off looking. So it didn't really fit her breather bottom right. You can see where it's been digging in there. It just wasn't the same. And if you can see here, this truck came with the 22R, so it already has this plug wired for this choke, which is good. And before, see, they had to cut and splice wires. I'm not sure if that even worked or not. It may have worked, but yeah. So, and that one uses a heater hose, it uses coolant through the choke, and this one's electric, totally electric here. So they had this hose ran because it's the 20R. That's what ran up to the choke, and I've got it blocked off, and so it's not going to be used anymore. But yeah, that's where I'm at with it. And I've already tried putting that directly on there, and it didn't work out. I had to reach out to LCE Engineering, and they got a lot of good quality Toyota parts that you can go on their website and check them out. They're pretty cool. I've used them a couple times on different things. They actually have I think it's them that have the alternator for one of these that uses a Chevy style one-wire alternator. I've done a conversion on a Toyota I had with one of those. It was really neat. It did away with that regulator, wherever it is, and somewhere. Anyways, it just makes it simple. And yeah, let's get at it. All right, I've already pried this off, so it was glued on. So first thing I'm gonna do, I've got this scraper tool. This is really handy for stuff like this, where it's got this gasket on here. This one's made by Mayhew, but really worth it if you do a lot of gasket. You can get in here and scrape this junk off of here. I just use one of these oil drain pans for trash and keep my stuff in and all. Works pretty good. That works too whenever it goes down behind the engine and you don't know where it went. It'll be fine. It goes down in there to the abyss. Sure, going down the road, that stuff will blow out of there or catch on fire. One of the two. But yeah, you want to get all this old gasket material off of here so that it seats right. With the new carburetor, it doesn't have a, doesn't make an air gap there. But yeah, the reason I'm doing this thing was stumbling, flooding really bad. And I'm sure the carburetor could be rebuilt, but she had this one laying around, and it's what fits the truck, if you will. The choke and everything will work with this style truck better. Alright, so let's open up the goodie bag here and see what we got. So yeah, got 4 short ones and 2 long ones. So these go like that and go down through there. So then you put a nut on the bottom of that, and that holds that down. Actually, this is setting up a little bit proud. I'm going to back it off just a little bit. You don't want any kind of, nothing pushing up on the base of the carburetor. You want that to be flush. And these go right there. So I'm going to go ahead and snug them up. Comes with these wavy washers, like a lock washer. Go ahead and put your nuts on the bottom of those studs there. Tighten them up. The 12mm. Just run that on down right there. I think it's a 12. Snug that up good. Just a good little snug. So I get these little plug kits right here, and they come with all different sizes. Yeah. Okay. And I think that's gonna be it. Usually the yellows are in on these. Slide that in there. There we go. So whatever that was, I just capped it off right there. So I would assume that nothing is supposed to be open atmosphere like that. These trucks come with more vacuum lines than you can shake a stick at. I don't know where any of them are supposed to go. I just know that none of them need to be open. That's all I know. So I usually just stick them wherever I can get them. And you know, most of the time it runs good. So I'm just hoping this is going to be one of those most of the time. There are manuals on them and all that stuff, but I don't have time for all that. And I think they're all like one common vacuum. No, they're not. I don't understand why they have so many, to be honest with you. Like, it's a carburetor. Like, come on, man. You don't need all this vacuum stuff. Okay? It runs just fine. Okay, now we got all our studs mounted. Put our gasket on. And carburetor. Now we're ready. Like a glove. Those guys at the LC Engineering, they know what they're doing. That thing fit on there like it's supposed to. Okay. Okay, it gets on there right there. Can't get it, nothing right there. It's on there, hits right there. Can't get nothing right there. We'll find a way. So I got some needle nose and a 1/2 inch wrench. Let's try the 1/2 inch. It's got a little thinner jaw there. Oh yeah. A 1/2 inch fits over a 12mm, but it's not. It's a little sloppy. Which in this case is perfect. I can get that thing wrapped around it in a crazy angle and get a little turn out of it. So I think between these two, a little on it with that one. Put this one in there. A little on it with that one. There it goes. Just had to get it on there. All right. This carburetor was in good shape on her 22R, but it's sat out in the storage building for several years now. So I didn't rebuild it. We're just going to see what it does. Maybe, you know, it didn't have any gas in it. It's been fine the whole time. It ain't been out in the weather, so I think it'll be okay. Let's snug them up a little bit before I forget about them. So a little snug. Yep. Oh yeah. Okay, now I'll put vacuum line back on. If y'all see anything in here that you would you know that it's not hooked up right, let me know in the comments, please, and I'll try to get it sorted back out. Okay, so we'll tighten that back up now. me some kind of breather vent here. We got a vacuum port here. Let me look up a diagram of this. All right, we're gonna find out now. Let that manual fuel pump do some pumping. Check any leaks. Got fuel in the bowl now. Make sure I didn't leave any tools laying around too. Bad about that. Just a little too late. Fire up though. She's burning rich. Okay, the fuel filter on one of these trucks is right up in here. See, here's the back tire. I'm on the passenger side, right behind the cab. I've already pulled it loose from the clamp up here. It's usually clamped up in there like that, but in that little clamp. You can see this thing's pretty nasty. So who knows when it's been changed last. So give you kind of a rough idea where it's at. So right under there. So I got this carburetor in, and as y'all seen in the video, it was stumbling and blowing black smoke real bad. It was flooding out and pretty much doing the same thing the other one was doing. So I got online and got on Amazon and got this here MaXpeedingrods 22R carburetor. Same thing, all the reviews were good except for the way this plug, they've got it terminated, it is not right. You gotta, I don't know, you can see that big red wire on this one's different than that one. So I need to go through the pins on it and let's see where that one's at and that one's at. So you got to repin that plug was the only bad thing about it, and they said once you did that it ran good. So I'm gonna get to depinning these plugs and get them all in the right spot and put that one on there. So what I'm doing when I'm depinning one is you can look down in this plug here and it's got like a little tang that sticks up inside this, and you just take your pick here and you got to depress that little tang and then pull it out at the same time. So I got that pressed. Yeah, that's that one. Okay. Pull that out. Just like that. And just pull it all the way out. Gotta pull it through this rubber grommet. That's probably the hardest part. There we go. So I got that one pulled out. And the red one needs to go where it was at. So I got to pull my red one out now. Just the one right beside it here. You can actually take it, push it like that. Pull it out. Ooh. And this one goes right below that one. Only got one left, it's the red one. It's for your choke. So get it running there. Oop, I forgot to pull the tang out. Pull that tang out there. Locked in, got them all in there, and you just push this little grommet back down in it. Just like that, and we're good to go. It went right on there. That's good. This gasket came with another gasket. This one kind of blocks that hole for the PCV valve, so I'm gonna put this gasket on there. See, it opens that up, because that, I'm pretty sure that goes to your breather right here. Maybe not, but who knows. Okay, so we're gonna go with that. Sitting down on here good. Nothing hanging up. cause any issues. We're good. That's good. I'll bolt her down. So I got the new carb put on here, and it went pretty good. These vacuum lines, they're all cobbled up. I put them together the best I knew how, so hopefully it works. I'm gonna fire it up. got a little play in it, now we can adjust it. Honestly, right there, it sounds pretty good. all you do if you want to lower it more is this little screw down here. Back it up. That's pretty good right there. And I took it around the yard, it did good. It drove really nice. Might take it down the road, but I think this is going to fix all the stumbling and running bad problems. It's running 10 times better now, and it actually smells like a Toyota again. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It is not too bad at all for a $100 carburetor. So I'm going to call that a win and button it back up and take it down the road and get this breather and all put on first. But I appreciate y'all watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a blessed day.